Alright, welcome back. So we're into chapter 3 now. It's a bit of a shorter chapter, but one of the best. So, we're going to be taking on the Golden Rhinos today. We got 3 missions to choose from. Explosion, Fight or Flight, and Benten Burning. We're going to be going for Shibuya's mission today, so we're going to be doing Explosion. Now, we've used all the characters we have so far, except for Yo-Yo, who we earned last time. So, we're going to be using him today. So, as usual, here we go. And this is Reggie Watts. I think you'll be able to guess the title of this song.
Yo. Yo.
You can probably see what I'm going for here. I decided I didn't like the black sphere.
Adverb. Run on and on and on. Where my gerunds at? Parenthetical.
That's looking much better.
Shit, motherfucker, ass tits, cunt, cock, motherfucker, shit, ass tits, motherfucker, shit. Come on. Bickety fuck, bickety fuck, bickety fuck, bickety fuck, 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 fuck.
This song was a lot easier to choose than some of the other ones that I was doing for the other videos.
Bickety fuck, bickety fuck, bickety fuck, bickety fuck, 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 fuck. You take some shit, put it up on the wall, check it out for a while.
Perfect.
That shit.
Give it a little white outline just to help it pop.
In a glass bowl.
Neaten it up a bit, and
put it up on the wall.
yeah, I think that'll do.
Used to be. You take that fuck up off of the wall, put it down on the floor with the shit in a
So we got the bomb.
What? Yo, here's another little
Next
piece
step
of
is
bars,
pretty obvious.
bars. You take some fuck, then some shit, then some fuck, then some shit. You got a fuck shit stack, a fuck shit stack. Take some fuck, then some shit, then some fuck, then some shit. You got a fuck shit stack, a fuck shit.
Switch to background and throw some extra color on there.
On top of it,
Smoke clouds around it.
I make references to weaponry.
And Metal Slug makes explosions look so easy.
It's
really fucking hard.
Other than to create a false sense of importance. Of
Just getting the smoke right.
On my own. I like to create a buffer memory of incredulity, so y'all motherfuckers could never get near to me. I'm a cartoon.
But yeah, I'm back to my juvenile kind of sense of humor.
Me. Girl, I like women. I like women. I like the concept of a woman. I like to take that concept and reduce it to an object.
Yeah, making full use of the giant 7-character limit here.
Have them shake their jiggly bits so they looks like hoes. I like to take some car polish.
Tweak them a little here. Get the sizes more in order.
So it looks like fresh peaches. I like to take some more of that car polish and smear it all over their tits.
I wish I had widened it a little bit, made the letters a little bit wider, but that's one of those things you always see in retrospect, not while you're working on it.
A ladies' man. A ladies.
And even though this is sped up, making the actual design here these actually take me about an hour to knock all 3 out. I try to get them done as fast as I can, otherwise this part of the video would last way too long.
So when I roll around this town, it looks like a hover.
But I'm liking this. We got a nice big fuck explosion going on here. Suits the level.
One inside of the glove box, one on top of the dashboard, 2 in back of the headrest, 1 mounted in the ceiling, 2 still in the motherfucking packaging on the back seat. So when my motherfucking friends go and sit on the shit and break it, I can honestly say I just don't give a.
I think I might have to put a advisory warning at the front of this video or something.
Then some fuck, then some shit. You got a fuck shit stack, a fuck shit stack. Take some fuck, then some shit, then some fuck, then some shit. You got a fuck shit stack, a fuck shit stack. Take some fuck, then some shit, then some fuck, then some shit. You got a fuck shit stack, a fuck shit stack. Take some fuck, then some shit, then some fuck, then some shit. You got a fuck shit stack, a fuck shit stack. It's a stack of fuck shit on top of itself, nigga.
That's a pretty good stack.
Where my girls at? Where my girls at? Where my grills at? Where my grills at?
Nice big fuck cluster bomb going on there.
Where my grills at?
We're dropping profanity munitions today. Alright, let's load those up. Yeah, this time I'm definitely happiest with the small tag. The medium tag's pretty cool too, but that F-bomb, that looks fucking sweet. Anyway, we're done with that. Let's get into it. Alright, so here's our mission map. Like I said, we're doing this explosion today. And everyone else has had their turn. Maybe they'll get another one later. Not you. Look at his graffiti score, that's nuts. A lot of people in the thread have mentioned this, but Yo-Yo is one of the characters that trivializes getting jet rankings on the game. He has low health, but pretty high technique and really high graffiti. This kid gets incredible scores just for doing tags. Oh man, and the Golden Rhino assassin in this level is pretty cool too.
You must find that record. You know what will happen if you fail.
So yeah, this is where we start in Shibuya, across the bridge.
Let's look at
Gotta get some cans before we do anything else.
Punk, that's right. You. I just set a bomb in the city. Get close to it and it'll go beep. And then, boom. Think you can handle it?
Yeah, that's the gimmick of this mission. Throughout the first part of it, there's not that many guys to run away from, but most of the areas that you have to tag... Oh shit. A little mistake there. But most of the areas that you have to tag are rigged with explosives. So once you approach them, they will start beeping and then they'll explode. Which is actually really, really easy to avoid. All you have to do is just make a quick flyby all your graffitis, they'll explode harmlessly, and then you can do whatever you want. I'm playing it safe here, I just do a wall grind to get across. Wasting a little bit of time here just doing this extra large tag, but I put so much time into making the large one that, you know, I just have to. Besides, Gum got to do it here, so just following tradition. Look at that score, 5,000 points, and it's only half done. Keep in mind for some of the other levels, like my final score was barely breaking 30. This one's much larger, so it has a higher point threshold, but still, just for this one tag, it's 10,000 points. Well, 11,000. Not bad. So yeah, if you want to get your jets, do as many of the bonus tags as you possible. Yeah, not bad. That was very, very lucky on my part. Hazy Days, that's the one I couldn't get before. Other than that, I think I've collected all of the tags in this mission. Or all of the ones in Shibuya, anyway. Just set off those bikes. And just like all the other levels, I'm focusing on the more difficult tags first. You can see I just completely neglected a lot of the other smaller ones. And I'm gonna just keep on ignoring those and move on to the next area soon. But before I do, I want to stock up on some cans. Yo-Yo can only hold 15 cans. That's his major drawback. So you always want to take advantage when there's cans nearby if you're not at full yet. I've got the Uzis around here. They put this mechanic in the game, might as well use it. Yeah, one more before I go. I was thinking about getting this one, but I decided against it. I want to avoid running into the second tier response for as long as possible. And we're back at this area. Now, if you hadn't done the race with combo, which you have to do, it's unavoidable. Just screwing with some pedestrians here. It's one area with a lot of people that I really like. Anyway, if you hadn't done the race with combo, you wouldn't have known that that area connects all three of them. Well, actually, you only know that it connects two of them, but you'll see what I mean later. I'm running by all three of the buses here because I want to set off the explosives before I do anything else. Yeah, that rail was rigged as well. So now that I've cleared those out, let's take care of these. I'm going to take care of the entire bus terminal before I move on. I don't really want to come back here. Actually, on this level, you have a pretty generous amount of tags you can do before they escalate. I missed the blue can. I really wanted that. Well, I got it there. I was gonna grab this, but then I remembered about the explosives, so I bounced away and fell off the damn thing. And just missed the jump. Now, a nice thing about this level is they're actually pretty generous with the health cans. Some of the other ones, health pickups are pretty sparse, but in this one, they always throw a couple in pretty much every area. Fell down again. Well, there's only one tag left to take care of in the bus terminal, then we can move on. You see, I get lucky with things like the landing on that bus, but then I can't do the simplest of tasks. Getting up on top of these shops is not very hard. Alright, those are done. Let's get out of here. Get a few more cans maybe. Nah, or not. Trying to remember where I had to go. Annoyingly, when the camera position switches, it also switches with your controller. So if you're going in one direction, you'll all of a sudden find yourself going in a different one. Messing with some more pedestrians on my way out. I like this little view. It's kind of awkward, but I don't know why. Makes the city feel nice.
Don't understand what's going on here.
And we're back in the hill area. This is where we fought the love shockers.
Right.
There's a bunch of small tags here, but in these alleys here, there's a couple of more difficult ones. And some bombs. But they're easy to detonate. And here they are.
One of them's on centers.
I love these guys, they're pretty fun.
Take him out.
Now, an interesting note, I got hit here. An interesting note about when you're spraying the tags with the 3 spray and 7 spray tags. He leapt after me there, so I have to... There we go. That'll get him off my back for a little bit. And a bomb suits him. And you can actually see his goons will dive at you, and sometimes they will explode. Not always, but about 1 out of every 3 times, one of the guys will just randomly explode. It's pretty great. Now, as I was saying, when you're spraying these 7 tags, each different stroke will literally teleport your character to where you need to be for the next stroke. So, if you're being pursued by an enemy, sometimes they'll try and hit you, and you'll finish a stroke, and all of a sudden you'll be 10 feet away. You'll bounce all around this area. And so, you're not always in that much danger when doing these strokes. This guy just ran right past me. I've taken care of all of the difficult ones, so... More explosives. So now I can take care of the small ones around here. Stock up on some cans. Let's move down the main street. There's 2 more on top of this building. Little golden rhinos. It might seem odd to have that like cuddly mascot as a company logo, but I'm living in Korea now, and it's kind of a bizarre trend that all companies have that. Even the fire department has this goofy little cartoon character. Most cities and municipalities will also have a little mascot or logo that looks like it's from a cartoon. It's a distinctly Asian kind of thing. It's a nice little touch, though, that this big sinister organization full of assassins... Wait, I was just making sure that I'd gotten all the tags here before I moved on. But it's a nice touch that this big sinister organization has this goofy little cartoon rhino.
Music just turns me on.
And utilizing the cars one more time. They put it in the game, might as well make use of it. And we're going to backtrack on the route that Combo showed us for his race. Let's go finish off the level. So we're going to take our way back down the sewers here. Not the most interesting of trips. First they'd thrown a few more little free tags down here or something. Back in the main area. Back where we started. Now I can take care of these little ones. And smash into that pole again. It's tradition. These guys are coming at me, but they're pretty far away.
Attack!
They get winded pretty easily too. I guess they're supposed to be robots, you know, so I think suicide bombers would be a little bit dark for this game. Well, you can pretend there's guys under there. Now, one thing that makes this guy kind of difficult is he's always on fire, so you can't bump into him like you can for Onishima, because you'll just take damage. But there we go. I only got a nitro.
Man.
If I'd bothered with some of the extra tags around the level, I probably could have got that jet. I definitely had the time, but I didn't want to pad it out.
Jet Set Radio!
Jet Set Radio! We got another letter from Osaki. He says, I burned my house down. What should I do now? How should I know, fool? It turns out the Golden Rhinos are a secret branch of the Rokuku group. They're a dangerous bunch, cool and cruel. They got a martini in one hand and a switchblade in the other. Looks like they're wiping out everyone who tries to hang on the streets. Go on and hit them back. Make them feel you.
Alright, and with that, we're finishing up. I'll see you next time.